Welcome to Time to Buy or Sell by Wykert Realtor Sierra Pacific Group. Today we will be discussing the housing market in Sacramento.
It's great to be here. And to everyone listening, thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely. Our mission today is pretty simple, right? We just want to break down what's really happening in the Sacramento housing landscape.
Exactly. We're going to cut through all the noise for you. This is what you, as a buyer or a seller, need to know right now in February 2026.
And honestly, the national headlines have been so confusing lately, but when we dug into the specific data for Sacramento, a very clear story started to emerge.
It really did. It all comes down to scarcity, doesn't it?
It seems to.
And if you take nothing else away from our deep dive today, just remember this one number, 609.
609, what is that?
That's it. That's the total number of single-family homes for sale in the entire Sacramento area right now.
Wow. Okay, that sounds low, but let's put it in perspective. For a city the size of Sacramento, 609 homes is basically a drought.
That's the perfect word for it. It's a drought. In what you might call a normal market, you'd expect to see, I don't know, double or even triple that number.
So we are dealing with a very limited supply.
We are. And that scarcity is the engine that's driving everything else we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a tight competitive selection.
So with inventory that tight, I have to assume the market is just moving at lightning speed. Are we back to that 2021 style frenzy?
It's fast, but it's not that kind of panic-induced speed.
Hmm.
The median days on market for homes that sold is currently 28 days.
28, so just under a month. If you see a house you like at the start of the month, chances are it's gone by the end.
Precisely. And get this, over half, 51% to be exact, went under contract in 30 days or less.
So good homes are moving.
They are. The velocity's there.
Yeah.
But it feels more orderly. You can't wait a week to make a decision, but you also don't have to sign the contract in the driveway 5 minutes after seeing it.
Okay, that makes sense. But if homes are selling in a month, I'd expect prices to be going through the roof. Bidding wars, 10% over asking, that kind of thing.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But this is where the data gets really surprising.
Oh.
Right now, sellers are receiving, on average, about 98% of their original asking price.
98%. Interesting. So they're not getting those huge premiums over the list price?
No, not really. It signals more of a stabilizing market. The median close price is sitting at $470,000.
Okay.
And that 98% ratio tells us that while sellers are still in control, buyers are being, well, they're being disciplined. They're not getting pulled into those runaway bidding wars.
It sounds like the secret weapon right now is just pricing the home correctly from the start.
It's paramount.
Mm-hmm.
If a seller prices it right, it sells inside that 28-day window. If they try to swing for the fences and overprice it, it just sits. Buyers are just too smart right now.
Now, you mentioned that median price of $470,000. I have to imagine the experience is completely different if you're shopping there versus, say, at the high end.
Oh, it's truly a tale of two markets.
Yeah.
That sub 500K range is the real battleground.
That's where most of the activity is.
It's where everything is happening. Now, if you look at the luxury tier, it's a totally different world.
A lot slower, I'm guessing.
Completely. I mean, we saw a max close price of $2.3 million, but those homes just move at a different pace. And that's where lifestyle factors really start to drive value.
You mean things like schools and amenities?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't just buying square footage at that level. They are buying into the best school district, or the community with the pool, or the one that shaves 30 minutes off their commute. That's a different kind of scarcity.
All right, let's translate this into a game plan. If I'm a buyer listening right now, what's my strategy in this market?
Your strategy is controlled entry. You know the good homes are gone in 4 weeks. That means you need to have your financing totally locked down so you can strike the moment the right house hits the market.
No hesitating.
No hesitating.
And what about for sellers? It feels like they have the upper hand, but it's like a fragile advantage.
It is. We talk about months of inventory in real estate, right? 6 months is a balanced market.
And we're at.
We're at about 2.5 to 3 months of supply. So technically it is a seller's market. But because buyers are so judicious about price, you only have that leverage if you're realistic.
You're in the driver's seat, but you still have to follow the speed limit.
That is a perfect way to put it.
I think balance is the right word here. The market isn't frenzied, but it's not slow either. It's active.
It feels healthier.
Uh-huh.
But I will leave you with this one last thought. We are sharing at only 609 homes for sale. The big question is, does that number go up this spring, or is 609 the new normal?
A question to keep an eye on.
Because if this scarcity is the new baseline, prices are not going to stay flat forever.
Thanks for listening to Time to Buy or Sell. If you have questions about real estate in Sacramento, we're here to help. Reach out to us at Weichert Realtors Sierra Pacific Group. That's Weichert Realtors online at wrspg.com or call 916 619 1971.